today we're going to talk about Ethereum and the Bitcoin's price action. We're also going to talk about Trump and his policies. Specifically, we're going to talk about how his policies relate to inflation, QE, and the upcoming FOMC meeting next Thursday or Friday. I'm going to then talk about how to convert from USD to and from foreign currencies, because if you're not careful, you can lose any gains that you have with the exchange rates. We're going to talk then about the Bitcoin price action. Then we're going to cover alts in general. Then we're going to talk about the ETH and evidence that it's going to explode. Then there are 12 ETH-based projects with price entry points that should benefit from ETH going up. There's one ETH project not to buy unless you're a fan of low liquidity and BlackRock. And with that, we'll end with what to do next. The FOMC meeting is on the 28th and 29th, which is in 3-4 days. At this meeting, what everybody's waiting for and why the market seems sort of stagnant, what we're waiting for here is whether or not the FOMC, the Fed chair, will actually pivot and start quantitative easing. All of Trump's policies require that there's quantitative easing to lower taxes, to pay for things, and so on. There are some people that say that this is going to make a weaker dollar, and Trump has actually said that's what he wants in order to bring back manufacturing. However, other people are saying something different. Here, there's an argument that Trump's policies will make the US dollar even more strong because the rest of the world will basically become less stable. If history says anything, the dollar will probably go weaker. But let's take a little closer look. Here's the DXY. Here you can see that we peaked and now it's come sharply down. We're hitting this support level, and we'll know tomorrow and the next day if it makes it all the way down here and eventually through here. Take a look at this DXY if you're trying to see which way it's going to go. Now, here's an example of the euro dollar. In the previous example, the DXY was going down and this was going up. So I'm in France, and so when I convert from the euro to the dollar, it's more expensive. What I'm going to want to do before I convert more euros to dollars is wait for the euro US dollar to go higher, and I suspect it can get into this range, and then buy more US dollars. And conversely, once I have USDT, then I'm going to want to wait for the chart to switch around, because then I'll get more euros back. So I can gain on my euros by making sure that I exchange at the right time. This applies to any currency. Here's the British pound, and here it's bouncing off this support level, and we can expect for it to go higher as well. Now, this is Bitcoin. I drew this channel earlier, and we can see that it went above this channel, lost its support, tried to get through, didn't, went all the way down to here, and now it's back at this level. Now, we've spoken about what could happen if it doesn't make it through, and we will at least go back to the center line as it does when it uses it, as you can see here. So pay attention to this. If at the FOMC meeting they do a convincing declaration of QE, this could get above, but we want to see it close and stay above before 120 is on the horizon. I'm still calling for a bigger drop, but I could be wrong. We did get a 20% drop from here, the top in January, to the bottom, at almost 18%. I expected more than that. So we'll have to see if we get lower than that or more. This was the total crypto market. In a previous video, when it was here, basically, I drew that I thought that what we would see was a pullback down to the center line, and then we go up past the line and then get this sort of action and then move forward. I still believe that's going to happen. If we just extend this a little bit, you can see what it's doing. Now, best case scenario is it continues that way until it goes up, or it may go down, hit this middle line, and then bounce off again. I don't expect it to lose this channel though. This is a big bull flag, and we are expecting alts to take off any day now. And this will be the main indicator. Now let's talk about Ethereum. A lot of people are starting to talk about Ethereum, a lot of influencers, but let's talk about why we shouldn't fade Ethereum. First of all, let's look at on-chain metrics. So the top line here shows how much actual activity is occurring. And next is BNB, and then we have Base, which is actually pretty high, and it goes down through Polygon and Solana, which is the yellow one. And if we look closer to, this is right now, Ethereum is doing 5 times more than the next one in terms of volume as of the last reading, which is 13 January. These are the other ones. XRP has 300 million. Cardano has 14 million. These are the projects with usage that will probably do very, very well once the alt season takes off. Another way to look at it is if you look at all the total value locked in. Ethereum has more than half of all the TVL of all the chains. Furthermore, by March, they're going to do what's called a Pectra upgrade. And what that's going to do is reduce fees, and they're going to have other optimizations for layer 2s, and they're going to make it so that it's easier to store data and the transactions will be faster. Just as important for fees is going to be a better efficiency for validators, which will make everything a lot faster. This comes in March. We should see at the very least some upward movement up until its release, but I suspect that it will go much higher at least until the summer, which is what it does normally during the bull run season. This is the price of the Ethereum right now. We're at this sort of support and it doesn't really know what to do. If you don't have any Ethereum, then you might as well just buy some now. I have buy orders in at this 3117 level, which is just above this support that you see going all the way through here. I'd like to talk about 12 projects that are in the Ethereum ecosystem or layer 2s that will benefit when Ethereum starts to go up. Very good potential, and they're some of my favorite projects. The first one is going to be Polygon. Polygon has been doing very badly. However, as we saw in the DApp, it has quite a bit of volume, and it's just a matter of time before it goes up with Ethereum. If you don't have any, now is a good time to buy. It's on this blue resistance and support. I have a lot of Polygon, but I have buy orders at the 0.4155, and I have more at this other support level at 37 cents. Aave is a project that I don't have yet, but I'll be buying. I have a buy order in at 317. This is a beautiful bull flag, and once it breaks out of this channel, it can go up several multiples. There's a lot of DeFi activity happening on Aave. Link is another blue chip that you should have. All the chains use it basically, and you can see that it's in this chain. It created a very nice bull flag, and it's riding this support that is now that was resistance and now support. I do have Link. I have a purchase order here and here if it should ever come down to the center line through this channel. But at this point, I do suspect it to ride along here until it shakes off and goes further. You may say, why do I have a buy level there? Because I think that's going to be a few more days and it will eventually continue to ride down until it hits that line there. Pinlink is a project that we really like, and now's a good time to buy some. If you don't have any, I will get some when it's at this level more at $1.27. Pepe is probably the top meme coin on Ethereum other than SHIB, and there would be a mistake to ignore what this could do going forward. Now, if you don't, is a good time to buy. It's at a support. If it stays here for the next few days, then it could probably just take off from here. But I also have a buy order at this support at the 0.00001340 level. SHIB, you have to get some SHIB if you are into meme coins. It's a good time to buy if you don't have any. It's at this support level. It may go lower to this next one. I have buy orders there at this level here is 11.23. Now, I like Pepe coin. It's the original Pepe. The chart looks not good. I have to admit that, but I'm DCAing into it. I will get some actually later at this level, at this support. And I suspect that it will drop if the rest of the market drops all the way down to 0.8875. I bought Shironiko. It was a new launch not too long ago. I had trouble buying it, so I'm all the way at this blue line at like 18 cents or whatever this is. And now it's really low, but I've been DCAing and I will buy more because it's a great price to buy it. This chart's not really accurate actually. It's still going sideways here. Now there are two other projects that I want to cover that have to do with staking and DeFi that are not Aave. One is Lido. They have a very big ecosystem and they're used a lot by the institutions. They are giving 3.2% just to stake your Ethereum, which is pretty good when you consider banking giving you much less than that. There's another project which is much smaller, a $200 million market cap. However, I'm invested in this one. It's called Rocket Pool. And just to cover why I'm so bullish on it, first of all, it's giving more APY than Lido. Another reason is if you look at DeFi Llama, it's a market cap of 200 million, but it has almost $2.5 billion of total value locked. This is greatly exaggerated in the wrong way. This has to correct to the upside. in my opinion. So the chart shows that Lido is in this giant bull flag, and if it can continue to go up and stay above this, then you're looking at a situation where this could just explode. Rocket Pool is testing the bottom for reasons that are ununderstandable. Now is a great time to buy, and if it breaks below this, continue the dollar cost average. I don't think you can go wrong here. Now let's go talk about a project that I don't like. It's called Ondo. So Ondo has about $500 million of TVL, but its market cap is $4.5 billion, which is like compared to Rocket Pool, very overvalued and not a good deal. Furthermore, I'm not a fan that BlackRock is heavily part of it. So with that, what you have is a clear path forward. You should have some cash on the side. We are waiting as a market all the way until the FOMC meeting. You could set your buy limits on those price points or whatever one you want. Please like and subscribe to this channel. In the comments, please leave your projects that I missed that are on ETH or any other chain. And with that, I thank you for riding with me, and I expect you to go make some money.